Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome to part 3 of the funded account challenge. Today, I'm gonna show you how I made $502 on the day today, second day of this funded account challenge. So we passed it 2 days ago. If you guys didn't see that video, make sure to go watch that right now. And then yesterday, I also did the first day trade recap. We made around $301. So if you didn't go watch that, go check that out right now. But besides that, man, we're here day 2 officially funded, and we are currently up around $803 in total so far in the past 2 days. So we ended the week up $803. So pretty fire. Today was a nice, clean, and quick setup, and I'm gonna show you exactly why I got in, why I got out, and yeah, just breaking this trade down. So this whole week, right, it's just been pretty bearish. Looking for sells. This weekly low is a main target, or just kind of this general area coming back into the weekly for value gap. All right, but I marked out my quarterly theory, and today I ended up taking longs because I was looking for the manipulation higher to then continue lower to this external low. So yeah, we ended up taking longs, and it was a perfect long setup to manipulate higher into this 4-hour gap. So just marking out what I see on the 4 hour so far, we have this 4-hour gap here looking to be filled. We have this 4-hour high. We have previous day low, which we ended up sweeping. We're coming close to the end of this down move. We'll see what happens going into next week if we gap lower or gap higher. All right, but just scaling down into the 15-minute. Essentially what I was looking for was an SMT at the low, but we ended up not getting SMT. So that was like just one thing that was missing for me just to be like 10 out of 10 confident. I would say I was a 9 out of 10 confident on this trade that I took today. We ended up respecting a 15-minute slash 5-minute rejection block here. You guys can see that I marked it out here. We are just creating higher highs or higher lows. All right, we're not creating higher highs. So this was kind of a weird area to be in because you can see we were creating like lower highs but then higher lows. But then we ended up breaking out of this. We caught the cleanest trade today. And yeah, so 15-minute rejection block. After the 15-minute rejection block, we get this 1-minute inverse fair value gap here, which ended up being a BPR. So BPR is going to be like a balanced price range, and that's going to be basically just two fair value gaps or two inverse fair value gaps kind of next to each other. And then the BPR is going to be like kind of that middle zone where price is just, as you can see, balancing price. We were respecting this BPR. So the moment I see this little 1-minute rejection block get tapped into, I took my chance and I answered long with my stop at this low. All right, because you know, following the order flow and following what I see and following just the pattern, right? If I'm just the moment I answer and I'm just completely wrong and we finally want to take out these lows the moment I answer, then I just end up being wrong. But what we end up doing is holding this BPR, and then we end up just pumping to the 4-hour gap. Literally, it was just like a quick ass long to the highs. We also had, like I said, this 1 hour slash 4-hour high here as liquidity. This is right at kind of the center of this 4-hour gap. So just a lot of liquidity up there, and like I said, just looking for that manipulation leg on the higher time frame. You can see just clear rejection here, right? Respecting this 15-minute rejection block. Scale down to 5-minute, respecting the 5-minute rejection block. We already had our liquidity sweep at the lows here, and then we have an unfilled fair value gap 4-hour and 1 hour looking to be filled, okay, before moving price down. All right, so we used the fair value gap today as our draw on liquidity, and you guys can do that. You guys can use fair value gaps against the bias, as long as it's aligning with manipulation and time. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I feel like today was very discretionary, very quick, very just on and off. Um, when the moment I entered in, it was just like there's nothing I can do about it. You know what I mean? You just gotta let the trade play out, and then it is what it is. So just we caught a nice 1 to 2 and then just sat on our hands. So that was pretty much it. If you guys haven't already, man, join the Discord. The link will be in the description down below. Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and share, and then turn the post notifications on, because I will be posting daily pretty much. Every day I trade, I'm going to be posting a recap or just a trade idea or something like that, right? And I'm also working on other content, so comment down below what you guys want to see. But other than that, man, I'll see you guys in the next video. This was just a quick trade recap, part 3 of the funded account challenge, man, and I'll see you guys in the next one.